Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I am your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 8, day 3 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I'm so glad that you're here. Now I have some very exciting news for you today, because no matter how old you are, your brain can change. I mean, like physically grow and change. Now I'm not a brain scientist or anything like that, but it is a concept though that I'm learning about called neuroplasticity or neurogenesis. Basically, this means that you can rewire and actually grow your brain. Now, this is very exciting because as recently as like 10 to 15 years ago, it used to be thought that once you hit about 11 to 13, that your brain was pretty much locked into its potential. But now science has proven that to be completely false. So it turns out that one of those old sayings really is wrong, because you can teach an old dog new tricks. Now, I'm not calling you an old dog. I'm just saying that you have the capability to really learn and to overcome. Now, that means if you're struggling with your consistency, if you're struggling with your eating, with your slow eating, with textures of your foods, any of those things, by going through the struggles and persisting, it actually rewires your brain. Your brain becomes accustomed to it and starts getting used to it, and therefore you have this entire open pathway of new capabilities. That's why it's important for you to understand that there's always a way to keep moving forward, and there's always an opportunity for you to persist. Staying at it is what grows those cells and gets you to a new place, to get you to new heights. So the fact is, you're not too old, you're not too set in your ways, you're just where you need to be to keep moving forward. Now, yesterday we learned that sugars, artificial sweeteners, and alcohols are going to be on our less healthy food list, and today we'll add another category, which are seed oils. Now, these seed oils are on the list because they violate food standard or healthy food standard number 4, which is to support a healthy immune system. Now, there are way too many seed oils for me to try to name here, so at the end of this I will give you a list of really the ones that we want to use when it comes to using those oily type substances. Now, the problem is that these can really lead to inflammation, and that inflammation can be linked to things like obesity and high blood pressure and Alzheimer's and cancer and type 2 diabetes. So we want to make sure that we don't have these in our system, because the inflammation can be problematic throughout the body. Now, there are 2 problems when it comes to dealing with these types of oils. These seed oils, number 1, are already rich in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, we need both omega-3s and omega-6s, but we need them to be balanced and in proportion. Those seed oils are very rich in omega-6, and we get plenty of those because they're inexpensive to make. So we have all of these omega-6 already out there, and when we have this excess, it tends to lead to what's known as a low-grade systemic inflammation, because it has those free radicals that are formed from the oils that are bumping around, causing things to be unstable. So we want to eliminate that, or at least to reduce that impact, by reducing, or during our reset, definitely eliminating any of these seed oils. So it's really just going to be easier to give you the good fat sources that you can use during your reset. So it's going to be pretty simple. One is extra virgin olive oil. Remember, light is better for higher temperatures and dark is better for salads and salad dressings. I mean, things like that. And then there's ghee, that clarified butter that we talked about. And then there is coconut oil, which we also talked about. The last one is those 100% grain-fed, pasteurized, organic animal fats like lard or tallow. Those are also allowed during your reset. Now we're on to our calls to action. Of course, we are reading our Busy Fit mindset statements every single day, and we are getting that 16 ounces of room temperature water in every single morning. We're making sure that we are getting our activity in, or our rest, whatever is planned. Keep the commitment you made to yourself. We're also eating slowly to 80%, really feeling that, am I at my 80%? Let me make sure I'm at least to my 80%. Then we want to make sure we are getting that protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats in each meal, and that you are repeating these day after day. Repetition, repetition, repetition. That's the key. Remember to be writing down in your Busy Fit notebook whatever you're learning today. Neuroplasticity, neurogenesis. You might want to write it down. Spelling doesn't count. All right. And you also want to make sure that you're looking at your calendar to know when your prep up for the setup day is coming. Tomorrow we will be getting our third food group for our less healthy foods, and we'll be learning a very important keyword about reprogramming our brains. And speaking of which, make sure you click on the button below, go to the resource area and learn a little bit more about neuroplasticity and reprogramming your brain. Until then, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up, ever. And I'll see you on tomorrow.